Taxi Driver, that goes in drama. And then right after Taxi Driver, you have Transformers. You see where I'm going with that? See, that's why I don't like to put alphabetical order together. Like, you're going to have movies like Transformers and Taxi Driver. Like, they could be side by side. I don't want that. That just doesn't feel right to me. Okay, here's the good stuff. Here's what I've been waiting to get to. This contains all my Disney DVDs, and you guys, I've told you guys this once, but for the newcomers to this channel, you guys are still pure souls. Now it's time to corrupt you. Disney DVDs to me, or all Disney animated movies, are going to be my therapy sessions when I hit my midlife crisis. That's right, when I'm 45 years old, my wife leaves me, my kids don't love me anymore, and I have nothing going on in my life. My testosterone levels are going to be at an all-time low, and I need to go find myself. I don't want to pay for a therapist, absolutely not. So I'm going to lock myself in a dark, cold room. I'm going to isolate myself from society. I'm going to sit there and watch every single Disney animated movie and try to find my inner child, my spirit, to rejuvenate my soul once again. That's what Disney animated movies are to me. Okay, so it's done. Well, kind of, sort of. I sort of organized it, kind of. Actually, I didn't. There's some movies where they should go, but there's a lot of, like, movies, like, I have, like, Mrs. Doubtfire, like, right beside 8mm. It just doesn't feel right, does it? But really, when you think about both those movies, they're both dark and creepy. Robin Williams dressing up like a woman to spend time with his kids. Yeah, he shouldn't be around children. Anyway, guys, yeah, so that's the basics here, and I'm going to try to clean up the rest of this, and so I can have an all-new movie night, which I'm going to try to do tonight, where we're going to talk about this movie right here. Hang on. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard nothing but mediocre things. I'm not expecting anything. But at least Johnny Depp isn't wearing white face paint. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, join me for an all-new movie night. Should be up in the next day or so. And yeah, leave your thoughts, your opinions, your questions down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Most juices have too much sugar. But we're not most juices. Using 2 pounds of mostly vegetables in each bottle, Midwest Juice
Alright. Hey everybody, let's change the camera there. There we go. Sorry if that seemed confusing, I was just playing a YouTube video. Try to wait for some people to get in this stream because it's, I'll admit, it was very ill-planned. Crap, I just closed Chrome. Oh, there we go, it's back now. So I was just waiting to get some folks in here, and I just realized I'm wearing the same shirt as I did in the Spook stream, so that's nice, I guess. Yeah, this is the November stream. I will be completely honest, I'm not quite sure if I want to be here right now, because I'm kind of tired, but I'm still here. I've got to get this done. I've got to get this out, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's it. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I've got to get this done in November, and this is, I think, the one night I'm actually able to do it. Probably. So, and it's pretty late in the game for November. I mean, it's almost Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's literally in 2 days. So this is my gift to you. I took the week off of uploading this week, and now this is my Thanksgiving gift to you, is live streaming to you lovely people out there. So, like we usually do to start these little shindigs off, we're going to take a look at the comments section, see what you guys are saying. We've got some comments here from before the stream even started, which technically I started this stream 5 minutes early, so take that, all you naysayers. RJ Productions says that he was first. Why are you making this so late? And why am I so early? Well, I can't answer that second question, but I'm making this so late because I can. Plus, a lot of people are off school this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for Thanksgiving break. I myself am off of class on Wednesday, but that's just because my teacher said you guys don't have to come in. We don't have a Thanksgiving break, like a Thanksgiving break, technically, in college. So my teacher was just generous and said, yeah, you guys don't have to come in because we just turned in a huge project and she's grading those tomorrow night. So we didn't have to come in, so that's a blessing. Then I'm off work on Thanksgiving. Just Thanksgiving. That's the only day I have off for Thanksgiving. UPS can up yours because peak season, it will kill me, but we'll talk about that later in the stream. King Henry says it's almost Christmas time. Well, you know what? It's not Christmas until after Thanksgiving. This time of the year is when the Grinch is my spirit animal. Gum Robber's here as well. He's playing Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox 360. Did you voice change? No, Goldston 2004. That was another YouTuber by the name of John Flickinger. You should check him out because he's cool. Hey, it's Lucky Leg Oliver. Cliff doesn't wash his clothes. He doesn't want to be here. That means he doesn't like us. No, I want to be here, kind of. I'm doing this begrudgingly because I have to, but I do want to be here. You know, I enjoy catching up with you guys every month. I like these streams that I've started doing every month, you know, instead of it being like a random thing. I mean, it's still kind of random, but you guys can expect something new every month, you know. If for some godforsaken reason I don't upload for a month, you know, you can at least expect a live stream. I'm off from class all week at my college. Yeah, well, you can lick my balls, Henry. Gum Robber says, I like how you're doing this on Squidward's birthday. Roger Bump. Oh, today's Roger Bumpus' birthday. Huh. Good for him. I didn't know that. Sorry, my throat is a little clogged. My allergies? Okay, before we jump into anything else, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about my allergies for a minute here. So if you guys get grossed out by stuff, don't listen to this, I guess. But my allergies these last couple of weeks have been killing me. Like, literally killing me. Like, every morning for the last couple of weeks, I've woken up with just shit crammed down my throat in terms of, like, mucus and snot and stuff like that. It's just stuck in my throat. Last week, I think it was Tuesday of last week, I woke up and my stomach was full of just excess and bile and stuff. I'm trying to make this sound less gross, but you can't talk about mucus without it sounding disgusting. But it was just all clogged in my stomach and in my throat, and I could feel it in the back of my throat. I said, like, I was talking to myself when I came back up to my room with my breakfast, and I felt it, like, I don't know how to say this, like, bubble up in the back of my throat. And I thought, oh crap, I'm gonna vomit, and I did, which was awful. But I did feel better afterwards, strangely, because my stomach didn't have all that stuff in it. But I went to the doctor that Tuesday, and they prescribed me some kind of medication for it, and it's been helping somewhat. But now I feel like I have a cold, because I don't know if my voice sounds any deeper to you guys, but it sounds deeper to me, just because of all the stuff in my nose. It's not going down my throat anymore. It's not draining anymore. Now it's all running out of my nose. So we've averted one problem, and then now we've created another one. So that's my allergy story. I'm not going to talk about that again because that was gross. You guys are probably like, too much information. Let's check the stats of the stream. Video output low. Yeah, you can jump off a bridge, YouTube. I don't trust you at all. Got 8 people watching. I expected lower numbers because of just how poorly timed this was. I didn't even hype this up at all. I just put it on my Twitter. Yeah, November stream's happening. That's it. That's all you get. It's happening, so be ready. Chatterbox Productions just puts E. Dude, you're supposed to put the B emoji. Don't you know how to, like, comment? Gum Robber says, I know what Blu-rays and 4Ks you're going to show. Do you, Gum Robber? Do you know them all? Because they are sitting directly in front of me off camera here, and I don't think you can name all of them. You could probably name a few, but you can't name all of them. Because some of these I have not shown before, so I got you there, pal. Great, now I'm itchy. So, speaking of that, we're going to get into that a little earlier into the stream. I think this is going to be a little, I'm not going to say a shorter live stream. It's probably only going to last about an hour. It's short compared to my other streams. Most of them last about 90 minutes, but this was probably going to last maybe an hour 15 at most. So, because I have work again tomorrow morning, and it sucks because peak season sucks, but again, we'll talk about that later. But before we jump into the part of the show or the stream where I show off what I bought over the last month and gloat about how I have things that you don't, my favorite segment, I want to talk just a little bit about something that recently went down in my life. It's nothing serious or anything. It's actually very happy. No, I haven't achieved a girlfriend yet. I haven't got that holy grail of life yet. Although I am working on that. However, before we talk about that, I found these old memes on my computer, and I wanted to show you guys this. These will be integrated into the meme live show after the stream is over. So next stream you'll probably see these in the meme show. But this is for a Nerf war that went down at my church about 2 months ago, and me and my friend Isaac, if you remember him from any of the Florida vlogs, we were sitting at the computer desk and we're like, hey, want to create a little graphic for the Nerf war? And Isaac was like, sure, bro. And we made this masterpiece. Sylvester Stallone holding a Nerf gun, Arnold Schwarzenegger with a stick body holding 2 Nerf pistols, and Phil Swift in the background there being very the occupancy being very low. So this is a classic image. Then the other one I made looks like this. No survivors. You can tell we're big Phil Swift fans, me and my friends, because it's just, there's Flex Seal in the background. There's so much happening in this image that's just, it's beautiful. But anyway, I'm not going to hold on that for the entire show. Oh, why did I make those? But they're so beautiful, I don't care. Anyway, now we're going to talk about the thing that I was going to talk about before. I just want to show you guys those memes because I can't post those on my Twitter with no context. So anyway, I don't think I talked about this in the October stream, and if I did, then apologies because I'm going to talk about it again. My dog, who I've had since I was 6 years old, his name was Steeler. He passed away towards the end of September. Was it? Yeah, I think it was towards the end of September. Yeah, it was towards the end of September. I thought it was the end of October, but no, we didn't have him by then. It was the end of September when he passed away. He was 12 years old, and he lived a full life. He was the best dog I could ever ask for. I'd show you guys a picture, but I don't have a picture on me right now. I'll probably find one later. But he was the best dog ever, and it still kind of hurts to say that he's gone now. But it's almost been 2 months, and my mom, for the most part, was the biggest advocate of having 2 dogs. I still have another dog whose name is Max, who's the same breed as Steeler was. He's a Schnauzer. I need to find some pictures of these guys so you can have some context of what they look like. I'll find those later. But I still have Max. He's the same age as Steeler. He's 12. But my mom was the biggest advocate ever of having 2 dogs in the house, and she really missed having 2 dogs, so she searched and searched and found a rescue dog from a local shelter around here in my area. And I think you guys know where this is going. We adopted this dog. If you've checked my Twitter in recent days, I tweeted a picture, this exact same picture actually, of the dog. This is Rosie. This is the latest member of my family. She's 2 years old. That's what they estimate. They don't. The people we got her from actually don't know what her birth date is because she was a stray, and they rescued her, and then we rescued her, I guess, from the rescuers. It's weird how that works, but anyway, this is Rosie. And before any of you all choo-choo heads ask, no, she's not named after the Thomas and Friends character. She's named after the AC/DC song "Whole Lotta Rosie." All right, it's not named after the show with the talking choo-choos, as I said on my Twitter. But yeah, that's the latest. That's the latest addition to my family, and maybe in like December's stream, she can come up here and introduce herself to you guys. She's fairly large. She's a lot bigger than Max, actually. Max is really stocky compared to her. He's more built, I guess you could say. She's kind of skinny, but she's really fidgety because she's so young. So, but she does come upstairs, and that's where my room is. So maybe next stream she can come up here. She's asleep right now. So, yeah, that's that. Hello, Jesse Ortiz. Good to see you. I recognize you. Let's check the stats real quick. We've got 9 watching now, and the stream health is green, so didn't need to change anything, YouTube. Thanks for telling me that. Quick phone check because it's charging. Oops. Alright, nothing interesting going on over there. Oh! Okay. Sorry, I was just reloading the stream page just in case the chat was glitching. I wasn't getting any messages. I was a little concerned. Gum Robber says he's seen Big World, Big Adventures, and it's better than Tale the Brave, but I rather watch Calling All Engines over both of them. That's an interesting opinion. I don't like Calling All Engines, and I don't like Tale the Brave. If you had a gun to my head and said, which one would you rather watch, I think I would rather watch Tale the Brave just because it has some interesting visuals to it, but honestly, I would take the third option and just have the dude shoot me then, because I don't want to watch either of them. Henry's dog's name is Chewy. I care. What do you mean not that anyone would care? I care. That's why I read it on stream, bro. But, yeah. If we're talking about dogs, I guess, because we just started off on a downer with Steeler leaving us, but we have Rosie now. She's very similar to Steeler when he was younger. I still never forget Steeler's little bark when he was about 1 to 2 years old. I miss that little guy. Oh, he was a grump towards his last couple of months. He was a pain in the ass, but he was worth it. God, I'm going to start crying on stream if I keep talking about him. Thoughts on Lorne Man 2? I'm going to assume you meant Iron Man 2, Gum Robber, because I don't know who Lorne Man is. That is a random question, just because I haven't watched Iron Man 2 in a couple months, I think. I did watch it leading up to Infinity War, so it was a few months ago when I last rewatched it. I think it's fine. It, you know, there's a ton of storylines in that movie, and a lot of them don't really come together much, but it's fine. I still enjoy it on a fairly fun level. Robert Downey Jr.'s performance carries that film. I do think, though, you could have cut out the Demon in a Bottle storyline. You really didn't need that as a subplot in the movie. You could have streamlined it down to where it's Stark versus another businessman. You really did not need Whiplash in Iron Man 2. I get it, he's cool, but for purposes of the overall story, you probably could have cut him out and the movie would have flowed a lot better if you just had Justin Hammer. Plus, Sam Rockwell's amazing. Grant Taylor says hi. Hi, Grant. How are you this evening? How could I misspell iron? I don't know. It's a simple word, man. I myself have never misspelled iron, but you know what? I'm perfect, so there's that. So while the chat is basically, I'm not going to say it's dead. It's dormant right now. You know, I didn't expect a lot of questions or anything in this stream, so I probably should have planned something a little bit. Probably should have planned a little bit more. I should plan a lot more for a lot of things, but I don't. Because I am a go with the flow kind of guy. But anyway, since the live chat is asleep right now, we're going to move into the segment of the stream where it's Lego Lover gloats about what he bought this last month that you guys didn't. So, it's fairly large. I actually don't know if it's more or less than last month. There's also something in here that I don't think I've shown in a previous live stream. And if I have, you guys can correct me on it, but I'll tell you that when we get to it. But we're going to start off with a PC game, and if you follow me on Twitter, you know about this. It's Thomas Saves the Day. This is I wouldn't say it's rare PC game. It's uncommon, I guess you could say. It's very uncommon to find, especially complete in package like this. And mine came all the way from the UK. So, and I'm not sure if it's a UK copy or not. I did find it intriguing, though. It's in a DVD case. It's not in a jewel case. If I pulled out, hang on. I have all the Thomas games in their individual jewel cases just sitting over here. So if I pulled out Building the New Line here, here's that compared to Thomas Saves the Day. It's not in a jewel case, which I find intriguing because all the other Thomas games have come in jewel cases. I guess that's a UK thing, but here's the thing. This works. I have it installed on this computer. It works. So, I don't know. And there's also a slipcover. That's cool. Some stuff underneath. There's a disc. Nothing too fancy. But that pretty much does confirm that I will be having another Let's Play on the channel at some point. This will probably air in 2019 because I probably won't be able to record it until then. So there's that. Thomas Saves the... I dropped it. Thomas Saves the Day. I'm apprehensive about playing it. I wasn't the biggest fan of Tales on the Tracks. I think that's what it's called, yeah. I still don't think any of them come close to Railway Adventures, but Building the New Line was okay, and Great Festival Adventure rides on nostalgia for me. It's not very good either, but it rides on nostalgia for me because that's the one I had as a kid. Same with Railway Adventures, but that one is just a legitimately good, like, computer game for kids. So now we move into the Blu-rays and such, and the first title here, if you watched my recent vlog, which aired last week, which was one of my favorite videos to make this year, actually. That was such a fun vlog to do. I bought Solo again. This is the Target exclusive version. I'm not going to show this one much because that's upside down. Because you've already seen this if you watched the vlog. So that's that. I gave that digital code away on Twitter, and the winner of that was Nick from Harwick Branchline Productions, I think is his username. I swear it wasn't rigged. I did a random number generator on Google. Just so happened that he was the ninth like. So, if I get more copies of other films I already have, and I don't have any use for those codes, I will give them away to you guys. Hello, Aaron Vasquez. You're here for the segment of the live stream where I gloat about things that I have that you don't. The next thing here is something I've already completed. It's Game of Thrones Season 4. Best season of the show since 1. I highly enjoyed this season. It was so riveting. So many twists and turns. It wasn't as shocking as I think it was episode 9 of season 3. It was either episode 8 or 9 when, spoilers, Robb and Catelyn Stark get killed at the Red Wedding. Oh, like a piece of skin on my lip or something. Alright, I got it. But, yeah, everybody knows that Joffrey dies in this series. It's pretty much a meme at this point, but I didn't expect it to come as early as it did in this season. I was satisfied. I was really happy to watch that little shithead choke to death, but I don't hate the actor. I just hate the character. The character was a bastard. But yeah, season 4. I've already finished it. It's great, and I loved it. So next up, we have, this is the thing that I don't know if I've shown on stream or not. It's the Jack Ryan 5-film collection. I picked this up months ago, and I don't remember if I ever showed it on stream or not. If anybody remembers if I did, tell me in the comments. There's no digital codes included for any of these, which kind of sucks because Paramount's like, oh, we're not going to give you any digital codes, so screw you, man. We're just going to give you the Blu-ray, which is dumb. In an increasing digital world, Paramount, you gotta get with the times. Old canceled series from PWR Community Radio, Getting with the Times. I was on the first episode of that. It was fun, and I missed that show. Wish it would come back. All right, now we're moving into the stuff that you guys haven't seen. We've got The Lion King. I finally picked this up. I had been eyeing this for a while. Yes, I have seen this before. Not since childhood, though. After rewatching it, it's still pretty damn good. I really enjoyed this one. It's a little short. It's a little short, sweet, and to the point. Not a lot of room for characters in here. It's very much, you know, boom, 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 end credits, you know, plot point, scene, and boom, all that stuff. But, hey, it's still pretty good. Plus, they finally marked down the price for this. This was, I think, $25 when it first came out, and Disney finally marked it down to $20 because they announced The Lion King was getting a 4K release. So, and I've heard from multiple sources, it's really not worth upgrading. So, I'm not going to upgrade Lion King to 4K. We're going to stick with just the standard Blu-ray release. Plus, the standard Blu-ray is pretty awesome because you get this little commemorative film cell. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's from the scene towards the beginning of the movie where Rafiki is holding up Simba. And it goes to Circle of Life. You know, all that good stuff. So, that's The Lion King. Boop. It's part of the signature Walt Disney collection. Pretty sure that's something they just made up for that Blu-ray release. Next up is something I owned on DVD. So this is an upgrade. And it's a Steelbook. And these next couple releases are Steelbooks. So be prepared for that. It's The Matrix. I really like The Matrix. I think this movie's fantastic. It's really, really good sci-fi. However, I'm not too big a fan of this Steelbook. I don't know what it is about it. I mean, there's the back, by the way. It's okay. You know, it's got the spoon from the scene where Neo bends the spoon with his mind, and the kid's like, "Free your mind, Neo. You're the one," and all that stuff. But I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me. Neither does the regular artwork, honestly. But the other reason I went with the Steelbook is I went to Best Buy. I heard that The Matrix was getting a 4K release and a wide release at that, and so were the sequels. Now, I hate the Matrix sequels, so I'm never going to buy those. I'm never going to own those on anything more than DVD, because that's what they deserve to be owned on, because they're abominations. Anyway, though, I heard that the Matrix sequels were getting released on 4K, which means that the OG Matrix, this one, is also getting a new 4K release. And I heard about the Steelbooks, and I thought, the Steelbook doesn't look that great. So I went to try and pick up the regular version. I don't know if this is standard for Best Buy or not. They're the discs. They all look the same. You've got the Blu-ray, special features Blu-ray behind it, and then the 4K is right here. And the artwork behind it is Neo doing the, the bullet time thing. Made this movie famous. Other than the twist, humans are batteries. Whoa! But anyway, back to the story. I'm sorry, I got off track there. I was going to pick up the regular version of this, and I went to Best Buy to get it, and it was $35. Now, if you know anything about 4K prices and Best Buy 4K prices at that, usually the Best Buy Steelbooks are $35. And the regular 4K versions are $30. And the regular Blu-rays are $25 because you get a $5 upcharge for it being 4K, and then you get a $5 upcharge for it being a Steelbook, because Steelbooks are more expensive to produce, and they're generally classier. So, anyway, this was $30. I should have said that earlier, but the regular version was $35. This was $30. I don't know if it was a glitch in Best Buy's computer, because, for one thing, I never saw the Matrix regular 4K anywhere else other than Best Buy. So I don't know, man. I don't know if mine just screwed up or something, but I went to Best Buy today before work and after I got out of class, and the regular version was actually marked down to $20. So if I had just waited a couple of weeks, I'd probably could have got the regular version with artwork I'm lukewarm on. It's not great compared to the Steelbook art. I don't even hate the Steelbook art. It's just kind of not the best. Oh, sorry. Next up, we have another 4K release, The Equalizer. This one I picked up at Best Buy just because I went into Best Buy. I had the urge to buy something. I said, I'm not leaving here unless I buy something. It has to be a Steelbook. It was either this or the Bad Boys 1 and 2 Steelbook combo, so I think I made the right decision when it comes to that. I have seen The Equalizer. It's pretty good for what it is. It's just a standard B-rate action movie with Denzel Washington. I thought it was going to be a Punisher ripoff. It's really not. Here are the discs. No artwork on the inside, just yellow. It's really not a Punisher ripoff. I got more Taken vibes from this. We're going to be talking about Taken here pretty soon, but I got more Taken vibes from Denzel Washington's character. He has a particular set of skills. But the climax is about 20 minutes long, and it takes place in like a Lowe's or a Home Depot type store, and it's pretty entertaining just because the violence is nuts. Next up, another Steelbook that I bought from FYE. It is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's one of those simplistic artwork Steelbooks that were exclusive to Best Buy, but I guess somebody traded this in at FYE. On the back it says, an epic of epic epicness. I guess that is a reference to the film. I have not seen the film. I want to, though, and I'm excited to watch it. There's what the digital download copy code looks like. Also the disc. I've already used the code, so don't try to steal it. No artwork on the inside of that. But very nice Steelbook. I love the darker pink next to the lime green. It just it looks so good. And it was on sale for $10, so I was like, hey, that's mine. Let's come home with me. Speaking of Taken earlier with Denzel Washington, Taken 3-film collection. I pined over this for 3 weeks when I first saw this. I bought the Die Hard Steelbook. I showed you guys last month that I picked up the Legacy collection, and I got this from Walmart. Walmart also has the Taken 3-film collection in Steelbook form. And like I said, I pined over this for 3 weeks. I went to the Walmart by my house for 3 weeks in a row. Not every single day. At least one day a week I went there, and I saw this. I picked it up. I examined it, and I put it back. Because I said, Me? You've never seen Taken 2 or 3, and you know that they're bad. Probably. I've never seen them though, but yet, just from their, like, reputation, from where you've heard from different reviewers on YouTube and such, you know that they're bad. But then I remembered I own the first one on DVD, and I can't watch DVDs anymore. So I decided if I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, it'll be cheaper to just get this set than try to find the Blu-ray on eBay or something. So why not get 2 other movies for the price of basically one? The back is the cell phone from the first Taken. I have rewatched the first Taken, and it's still fairly good. It's very entertaining. There are the discs. You have Taken, Taken 2, and Take 3 in. That is so stupid. But the 3 in the middle of the title is like Fant 4-stick. Why would you do that? The artwork, I don't feel like showing you the artwork, but it's just a bunch of guns, cartoon guns. But this simplistic art's very nice on the front. There's the side. It's a nice orange and black contrast ratio. Like the artwork on it. That concludes the Steelbooks, but it does not conclude this segment of the stream. Next up, we have 2 purchases I bought on the same night from actually the same Walmart. Not the same night, though, but they're from the same Walmart, and I bought them on the same night. Not the same night as the Taken Steelbook. These were a few weeks after that, but Atomic Blonde. I heard this was very good, plus now playing gives me bonus shows because I'm a patron of them. I pay them $10 a month, I think it is, to produce the great show that they do. They are a movie reviewing podcast, and I love them. You guys should definitely check them out. They're awesome, and they do bonus shows for their patrons, and Atomic Blonde was one of them. So I decided, hey, I've been pining over this for a while too. There's one copy sitting at my Walmart for like $18, I think, and it clearly was not getting marked down in price anytime soon, so I just decided, screw it, I'm picking it up. And I was very impressed with the picture quality on this. This is a demo quality 4K transfer. I was very impressed. The movie itself is fairly good. I enjoyed it. And the discs. Nothing too special in terms of artwork on those, but the film itself is fairly entertaining, but the picture quality is excellent. If you guys are looking into 4K, definitely pick up this title because it is demo quality. It looked great. Probably shouldn't mention this with the Matrix too, but I've seen a lot of people say, oh, the Matrix is a demo quality Blu-ray, a 4K demo quality. You guys can show this and convince anybody to get 4K. I wasn't blown away by the Matrix's picture quality. I thought it looked fairly okay. Atomic Blonde, on the other hand, I had my eyeballs blown out of my head. It looked so good. This next one I picked up the same night as Atomic Blonde. I haven't seen it yet. It's The Town. This is directed by Ben Affleck. It's a heist film, from what I've heard of it, and I'm excited to watch it. It stars Ben Affleck, Rebecca Hall, John Hamm, Jeremy Renner, and Blake Lively, and I know all of those actors from other things. The slipcover is a little stiff, so here's what it looks like there. Like I said, I haven't watched this yet, but it's sitting, or was sitting on my Xbox One. It will go back on my Xbox One when this stream is over. I'm trying to think, what have I seen Rebecca Hall in? I know I've heard that name before. Hang on. I'm going to do a quick Google search. Rebecca Hall. Oh, she was in Iron Man 3. That's right. She was, crap, what was her name? Hank. The botanist. Damn it. Hang on. Maya Hansen. That was her name. Shoot. How did I not remember that? I was like, I remember what her character was. She was the botanist who betrayed Tony and worked for Aldrich and gets shot toward 2/3 of the way through the movie. Spoiler alert, but I couldn't remember her name. Now I remember. Tony, who is it? Yeah, it's Maya Hansen. Old botanist pal. Yeah, now I can quote it. Now that I remember. Now that I looked up her name. So this next one was a random buy. It's Super Troopers. I've heard from multiple sources this is a funny comedy, and plus the sequel just came out a little while ago. And this has the cool VHS slipcover to it, so I figured why not add one more of those to the collection. If you remember last month with Spaceballs and Airplane and The Sandlot, had these VHS slipcovers on it. I do want to pick up Taxi Driver with that slipcover at some point. There's the disc. I've already used the code as well, so this slipcover is very tight. It securely holds that in there. Hang on, quick break. Alright, now that my phone's at 98%, I can just keep it over here, which is fine. That's better than being over there on the charger all by its lonesome. I'll check the chat real quick. Thoughts on Toy Story 4, Detective Pikachu, and Stan Lee's passing? Toy Story 4 looks good. I'm hoping it doesn't let me down. Actually, I want to show you guys this too. This awesome Toy Story toy box collection that I picked up off eBay. This includes all three. There's the top. There's the bottom. This includes all three Toy Story films with their respective bonus discs. It comes in like this little toy box thing. The way the discs are stored, though, is a little bit unorthodox. They're just stuck into the styrofoam here. You have to grab the top to pull it out, and then that's what the discs look like. So it's kind of odd. It's not what I expected it to be, but I think I put this in wrong. The slits aren't very big either, but that's what that looks like. Boop. It looks like Andy's toy box from the film, so that's nice. I haven't watched any of them on Blu-ray yet, but this set is freaking sweet, yo. Yeah, Gumrover, there's my backpack, sitting back in the background there. I need to get a new one, though. Mine's kind of falling apart at the seams. I've had it since, I don't know, man. That backpack's been with me through thick and thin. I know I've had it through pretty much all of middle school and all of high school. So it's at least 7 years old. There's a hole forming on one of the flaps, and it's kind of getting too big to handle, so I need a new one. Pretty quick here. These next titles, Gumrobber has seen, as he is a very advocate on saying in the chat. The big release this month, of course, how could I not buy this day of release? Incredibles 2. I didn't get the Steelbook. I didn't like the Steelbook artwork. I didn't care for it, so I just went with the regular version. I didn't care for the Target exclusive artwork either. So this regular version has the really awesome poster art to it. So yeah, I have watched this in 4K as well, and it looks pretty good. Still really enjoy the movie. I don't think it's better than the first Incredibles. The bonus disc is underneath this one. They double stacked it just to prove it to you. There's a bonus disc right there. Anyway, I don't think it's better than the first Incredibles. However, I do think it's just as good. I think they're both equal in terms of which one is like really good and which one's also really good. They're both equal in my eyes, which people get too pissed off about sequels. I'm like, what sequel wasn't better than the first one? Yeah, but can't you appreciate that it's just as good? Like, sorry, that's my opinion, that The Incredibles 2 is just as good as the first one. But, like, can you at least, like, acknowledge that? Like, people just will, like, irrationally hate on stuff just because they say, well, it's not better than the first, so that makes it terrible. Not necessarily. So the next one is this came out the same day as Incredibles 2, and I didn't even know this was releasing then because I didn't get any news for it. And it's a film that I love. It's Christopher Robin. I'm so sad that this bombed at the box office. It didn't make the money that it should have because this is fantastic. I watched this a couple nights ago. I think I tweeted about it, about how sad I was that this bombed at the box office because it's just so good. Maybe it's because I love Winnie the Pooh. Or at least I did when I was a kid. I still love Winnie the Pooh. Heck, I went and I bought on eBay the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh on eBay. It just shipped today while I was watching this movie, just because I wanted to see that again. Because I don't want to watch the VHS. Blah. Subpar picture quality and audio? I think not. Yes, Gum Rubber, I know you got the Target version. You said that in the vlog comments. You've also said that here. No opinions, Lego lover. There can be no dissenting opinions. Got that right, Henry. Lord knows I'm hated for many dissenting opinions. But you know what? At least I've got the balls to actually say my opinions. Rather than others who hide behind their computer screens and just say, oh, I don't want to offend anybody. Man up and actually say what you think. If you hate me, you can at least respect me for that. Like, at least I stand up for what I believe in and, you know, don't back down from anybody who wants to fight. We'll talk about that later in the stream. I'm going to tell you guys a story about what happened a couple weeks ago on Twitter with this one guy. Oh my gosh. Anyway, WreckIt Ralph in 4K. This also came out the same day as Incredibles 2 and Christopher Robin, the lead up to Ralph Breaks the Internet. I want to see that this weekend, probably. It comes out tomorrow, as well as Creed 2, and I'm excited for Creed 2 because the first Creed's fantastic. But WreckIt Ralph in 4K, it looked pretty good. I own this on the single disc DVD version, so what better reason to upgrade to both Blu-ray and 4K. And no, I didn't get the Steelbook. Because I didn't care for the Steelbook all that much. I mean, it looks fine. It's a shame the Emoji Movie made more than Christopher Robin. Are you serious, Thomas Finn? Did the Emoji Movie make more than Christopher Robin? That's sad. Like, we need to take a few steps back as a human race, if that's true. So, this next title I just got in from eBay yesterday, I think, and it's A Few Good Men. I'm on 4K. I picked this up off of eBay because none of my versions at Best Buy had slipcovers, and plus it was only like $1 more to get it with the slipcover and have it shipped to me, so why not? I haven't seen this, but I really want to. I know this movie is famous for the classic line, "You can't handle the truth," from good old Jackie the Joker Nicholson. Interesting, this 4K case is a shorter one than regular 4K ones. I know it's just a Blu-ray case but recolored to be black, but interesting to see that out here in the wild. So I want to watch that. These next 3 titles I picked up from Half Price Books one night. It was the night I was coming back from the doctor's office. I remember because I got caught in traffic because a broken stoplight was slowing everything down. So I went to Half Price Books to try to wait out the traffic. That didn't work. I still got home really late that night. But I picked these up from Half Price Books, and I've watched all of these. So it's Two Guns, starring Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. I've wanted to see this forever, and I finally did. And you know what? It's pretty alright. It's nothing special. Very reflective because of Universal's how they make their discs. But it's very okay. It's fun. Would I ever watch it again? I don't know. Maybe. Oh. Next up is Batman, The Killing Joke, a very controversial animated movie. Some people love it, some people hate it. Actually, a lot of people hate it because, oh, it's too similar to the graphic novel. Isn't that what this promised, though? I mean, this didn't say, oh, this is going to be drastically different from the graphic novel or anything like that. No, this basically said this is going to be The Killing Joke. and this was The Killing Joke. So, don't know why people hated it so much. I mean, I can understand why some people would be angry about it, especially because of that. They're the discs. Especially because of the whole Batgirl subplot, the prologue that takes up the first 30 minutes of the movie. That could have been cut. I hated that. I did not like it at all. If I ever watch this again, I will fast forward through that and just watch the Killing Joke portions. But I did say on Twitter I haven't read the graphic novel. I changed that. I read the graphic novel. I read it. I read most of it on break one day this last week at work, and then I just finished the rest of it the other night. And it's very good. It's, again, this is very accurate to the graphic novel. I still don't think I needed to read it, but I did it anyway, just because I got some crap on Twitter because I said that I hadn't read it. So I read it, and yeah, I can conclude that yes, this is very accurate to the graphic novel. A 15-minute Google search and a couple of YouTube videos comparing the two could have helped, or could have just accentuated that point more, but reading the source material also doesn't hurt. So, yeah. Also, this didn't need to be rated R. What was R-rated about this? And a couple of blood shots? Animated blood? Is that why it needs to be rated R? I get it, though, that Jim Gordon's naked at one point in it, but you never see his little dong. So why does it need to be rated R? I don't know. It was overhyped, but I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. So next up, we have something I've seen at Half Price Books for probably 2 to 3 years. This poor copy of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1 was just sitting on a shelf. Nobody was buying it. It sat at its price point of $12.49. And I just felt that it needed a home. Now, I don't care much for this show. I think the first season's pretty good, I guess. The first half of it's atrocious, to say the least. But the second half, after the Captain America, the Winter Soldier tie-in comes in, is pretty good. I highly enjoyed that. The main villain, played by Bill Paxton, is really good. I guess I bought this in honor of Bill Paxton, because Bill Paxton's gone now, and rest in peace, Bill Paxton. You were a great actor. He's also in Two Guns. I should probably mention that. But the first half of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is pretty atrocious, but the second half of Season 1's pretty good. There's that. Slipcover is also pretty cool, too. Discs. 5 discs. There is artwork on the inside, but it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What do you care? As far as I know, only seasons 1 and 2 got U.S. Releases, like physical media releases. I know season 1 got a mass release everywhere throughout. And then season 2 was an Amazon exclusive, and then season 3 and 4 and 5 and all that, they haven't even been released in the U.S. They've been released overseas in the UK and stuff. So I think suffice it to say, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on physical media is dead, because I think those sales tanked. But I own season 1 now. Oh, okay, I guess. That's probably $12.49 I'm never getting back, but what do I care? It's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Check the chat. First thing I got at Half Price Books is Salty's Secret on DVD with the booklet. That's a great find, Gun Robber, especially with the booklet, if it's intact, too. What have I missed? As soon as I come in, I hear something about little dongs, touchy subject. Well, Donald 9, Douglas 10, Oliver 11, we're almost to the end of the segment of the stream where I show off what I have and gloat about it, that you don't have it. And I was just talking about how Batman the Killing Joke didn't need to be rated R because, yeah, I mean, Jim Gordon's naked throughout a portion of it, but you never see his penis. So it didn't need to be rated R. I'm sorry. God. This next title comes from eBay, and it's pretty awesome. It's something I've seen in a couple of John Flickinger's videos. The YouTube video I was playing before the stream kind of started, I guess, the first 2 minutes of the stream. I've seen this in his own personal Blu-ray collection. I've thought it was pretty awesome, especially the packaging to it. It's the Batman Motion Picture Anthology. This includes the Batman films, you can see, from 1989 to 1997. Makes it sound like when he, sorry, I was just reading Henry's comment. He was saying, when he show off what he has and what we don't have, is that more penis humor? Yes, Henry. Yes. That comes next time. That's the R-rated version of this stream. The stream that doesn't need to be rated R because you never actually see it. Anyway, this makes it sound like it's more vast than it actually is because, 1989 to 1997, it seems like a long time, but, it only includes the first 4 Batman films. You take the top off here. Very nice Bat logo on the front there. And also, the other reason I wanted this is because of the slim Blu-ray cases. Oh, look at that. Let me take out our first Blu-ray here. I'm going to put that down there. 'Tis Tim Burton's Batman. I've seen this. It's very good. I enjoy it. I need to rewatch it. Oh, geez. The Blu-ray fell out of the case there. I need to rewatch it, though. There's the discs. Blu-ray, digital copy disc. This was in the era where digital copies required discs. So, like I said, slim Blu-ray case. I'm a weird collector. I like different versions of cases. So a slim Blu-ray case, I've never seen this before outside of this set, so I was like, I really want those. I don't know why, I just really want the slim Blu-ray cases. Batman Returns, the only one I haven't seen in this set, but I will watch it now that I own it on Blu-ray. Boop. Batman Forever, this one's okay. Jim Carrey as the Riddler wasn't that bad. Actually kind of enjoyed his performance. At best, it's a guilty pleasure, though. And then this atrocious piece of shit. I don't want to rewatch this, but I probably will, because I want to watch everything that I own in my collection at least once. And yeah, why do I do this to myself? Chill, bro. I mean, honestly, though, it's not no, it's horrible. I can't even say it's not horrible. It's horrible, but, you can have a good laugh with your friends if you want to do, like, a drinking game or something, I guess. I don't know. I hate this. I hate it so much. I've seen slim DVD cases. I even own some, but never seen slim Blu-ray cases. Yeah, I know. Gum Robber, that's what I was like too. When John made his video talking about all the Batman films leading up to, I think it was Dark Knight Rises, he showed these on camera, and I was like, what the heck? Those are slim Blu-ray cases. I was just waiting for you to say something about that, General Lee. Hello, how are you? And yes, there is no love for your comments. I mess with you, man. Anyway, yeah, I'd never seen slim Blu-ray cases before, so I thought I need that set because I need something weird and random in my collection. Plus, I already own all of these on DVD, but they were the crappy DVD discs that you had to flip over. I own that 4 Film Favorites Batman collection. It only had 2 discs in it. Like I said, you had to flip the discs for the different movies. So one disc had Batman and Batman Returns on it, and the other disc had Batman Forever and Batman Robin on it. But there's what they all look like in their little case there. And then we slip the top right back on it. I just really like the packaging for this. It's pretty awesome. You got the 4 films listed on the sides too, along with the Blu-ray logo and the Batman logo. Plus, Batman's cool. Tell me in the comments, guys, what's your favorite version of Batman? If you guys have seen any of those. My personal favorite's Ben Affleck, because I think he's just perfect as old Bruce Wayne. I'll take a drink of my ale ale here. Is my throat starting to get a little dry? I've been talking for so long. Oh, jeez. So next up, we're getting towards the end here, guys. We only got 3 releases to go after this next one. Or no, 2 releases after this next one. It's Game of Thrones Season 5. What, you think I didn't have Season 5? What are you, crazy? Of course I had Season 5. I've only seen 2 episodes of this one, of this season. I'm not enjoying it as much as Season 4, although it's very good. But, I don't know, Season 4's first 2 opening episodes were really strong, especially since Episode 2 concluded with Joffrey choking to death. I was like, yeah, man, kill that bastard. But, anyway. I hope this season ends with Cersei's death. I hate Cersei Lannister. She's a bitch. But, oh, I know she lives to the final season, but my guy can dream. The slipcover on this is really awesome, too. It resembles season... It resembles Season 3's case. You guys remember what that looked like. If I put the slipcover back on it and show you guys the back, there's the Iron Throne. And if we take the slipcover off, it's just the Iron Throne. So, very nice package. HBO always puts a lot of effort into the packaging for their season sets, and I love HBO, man. They're great. Oh no, Lego's drinking whiskey. You wish. There's some people that heard saying that Ben Affleck is not a good Batman. Something around those lines. Yeah, people have said that, Donald 9 Douglas 10. I'm just going to call you Donald just because. Yeah, I've heard people say Ben Affleck's not a good Batman, but I thought his performance was tremendous in Batman v Superman. He kind of phoned it in for Justice League. I'm not going to, lie about that, but I had fun with Justice League. It's not good, but I had fun with it. These last 2 releases are Christmas releases, and I know the title of this stream is It's Not Christmas Yet, but I haven't watched any of them, but I didn't own, or no, one of them's an upgrade, the other one I just never owned. So the first one's the one I never owned. It's the original, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated one. The good one. Not the Jim Carrey one or not this new one, which sucks. I haven't seen the new one, but it just looks atrocious. So I had to show my support of the original animated classic. This is my dad's favorite Christmas special, actually. So I had to show my support of him. There are the discs. Also, I want to call out something with this release. And to do that, I need to get the package for it. Okay. So, I bought this from Walmart, right? And it came in this ginormous box. It's a little value pack. You see it includes a pocket pop keychain of Max the dog. Where is it? It's over here. There's Max. Hello. But it included that. And it was cheaper than the regular version with the slipcover on it. As you can see, this doesn't have slipcover. I thought, hey, I'll pick up the cheaper version because I can get the same value from it and a little pocket pop keychain if I ever want to have that during Christmas. The thing about it is, look at the top. Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital HD. Digital means it should come with a code, right? Should come with a digital code. Well, this didn't. I opened this up. That lined the head up. Hey, straight. Cool. I opened it up. There was no, cellophane on the Blu-ray case itself, which makes sense. You know, it was already sealed inside the box. But I opened this up, and all I got were the discs. Didn't get my digital HD copy. So, I don't know if this was just a glitch or if this was a factory error. I'm not going to go buy another copy just to see. If any of you guys, though, go to your Walmart and you see this value pack there, be warned that it might not have a digital copy code in it. I don't need the digital copy code. I just would rather not be lied to on a package. If I'm promised a digital HD code, I better damn well get a digital HD code, especially if it's brand new. You know, something like Batman the Killing Joke. You know, I bought that used. That came from Half Price Books, where it was open and all that stuff. It's a 50-50 shot whether or not you'll actually get a code with used stuff. But something that's brand new, that's promising you a code that's in the case, you should get a code. If it's brand new, if you're breaking that cellophane, it should get a code. Sorry, that's just my opinion. You should get a code for that. I just don't like being lied to. I don't need the code, like I said, but I just don't like being lied to. This last thing, and good God, I've been talking for a long time. This last thing, though, is something I picked up today at Best Buy. I was holding it in my hand. I was contemplating it. I was like, should I get it? Should I get it? Should I not? And I did. It's the Peanuts Holiday Collection in 4K. Woo! This was marked down to $30 from 35, so pretty good deal there. I do already own these on DVD, but like I said, I can't watch a DVD on my Toshiba 50-inch 4K television. No. Gotta watch Charlie Brown in 4K. So, nice slipcover on there. I would have preferred a larger box with the individual cases inside of it. I'll take the digital copy code out because I haven't redeemed it yet, and I want that. So, there are the discs. They're pretty simple. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown Christmas. There's Great Pumpkin, and then there are the regular Blu-rays. Charlie Brown Christmas, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and Great Pumpkin. So, my family watches these every single year. This last year for Halloween, we watched Great Pumpkin. Probably Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, we'll watch Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and then closer to Christmas, we'll watch Charlie Brown Christmas. All right. That's everything. It's everything I bought in the month of November, and Jack Ryan collection some other time. I don't know. Hey, you guys got a little preview of the beard there. I have grown a beard for No Shave November like I usually do. Do you have The Incredibles on 4K? Yeah, Phineas, rewind in the stream if you want to see that. I would show it to you again, but it's in a stack, so I can't do that. Sorry. So, how long have we been streaming for? 1 hour and 8 minutes. We can go for another, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. I guess I should talk about what I alluded to earlier. And this is kind of the topic I really wanted to discuss mostly in this stream. Thanks, Henry. He said my beard was pretty hot. The little bit of it that you can see. It's beautiful. Anyway, this is kind of the main topic I wanted to talk about in this stream. It's following somebody on their social media just because you hate them. And I've dealt with this before, but this time I don't know, it just really set me off. So I need to give you guys a backstory on this. So, a couple weeks ago on my Twitter, or maybe it was less than a couple weeks ago on my Twitter, I was criticizing some liberal idiot who was praising Obama because he opened an umbrella. Because if you guys didn't know, Donald Trump canceled a trip to Paris because it was going to storm. Like, it was storming. You can't fly a helicopter in that kind of weather, but the Democrats flipped out because, oh no, Donald Trump canceled going to Paris, terrible president, hashtag not my president, basically just going off like they usually do whenever Donald Trump does literally anything. I'm surprised they don't go off when the guy breathes. Anyway. Okay, got a text message here. Oh, that's from my friend Jonah. That's cool. Alright. Anyway, back to the story. So, what I said was along the lines of, hey, remember when Obama was a bad president because he destroyed our nation's economy? Oh, wait, people are still acting like that didn't happen. Because it's true, people are still acting like that didn't happen. They're still praising Obama for basically staggering the economic growth. We were growing at less than 1% under him. And no, it's not because he's black. It's because he was a bad president. And he was. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Biggest lie of his presidency. Anyway, moving on from that, I posted that on my Twitter, and it got a fair amount of likes. I was actually surprised a lot of people were like supporting it. I was like, oh, cool. There's some guy who I'm sure you guys have heard of before. His name is EmilyFan71, I think is his name. It's Emily Fan something. He responded to that tweet and was not very happy with what I was saying. He said something along the lines of, look, dude, I know you don't like the Democrats, but you don't need to be a douchebag about it. And to his credit, he's a little bit right. Because coming from his side, because coming from his side, I look like an ass. You know, basically criticizing everything that the Democrats do. Not saying they don't deserve it, but looking from his side, yeah, I can see why he would think that. The thing about it was, after I responded to him telling him that I was telling the truth, because Obama did destroy the nation's economy, that's not a matter of opinion, that's a matter of fact, he got really angry at me because I told him that. He said, no, really, you're being a bit of a prick about it. And I said, yes. To myself, at least, I said, yeah, I am. A little bit. Because I like sharing my opinions on my Twitter. So then I said, if you don't like it, you can get off my Twitter. And then here's the kicker. He blocks me. But not before he responds effing asshole towards me. Acting like I'm the bad guy because he came onto my Twitter. Keep in mind, this guy doesn't follow me or anything. He came onto my Twitter looking for a fight. Sorry, you came onto my Twitter looking to verbally fight with me. You got a fight and you ran away with your tail between your legs. That's not my fault, dude. That's your fault. But that's not the whole catalyst of the tweet. Or that's what set this event in motion. The next guy that responded to me, I'm not going to say his name because truthfully I don't remember it and I don't want you guys to harass him. Not that I think you all will, but just as a safety precaution. The next guy responds to the tweet that I made about EmilyFan71 blocking me. And I called him a coward because he was. He came onto my Twitter looking to fight. He got a fight, and he ran away. That's a coward move. At least in my eyes. You should stand up for your beliefs. Try and fight me on why I'm being an asshole. Try and prove me wrong. But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to block me and run away like every liberal does. Anyway. This guy, I don't know what to call him. We'll call him Peter. Just because, hey, Peter. You know, just sounds funny. So, Peter comes onto my Twitter and responds to that, hey, EmilyFan71 blocked me tweet, saying, I don't like that guy either, but there's a lot to hate about you. Okay, coming from his perspective, I'm sure there is, but the thing that got me about it was this Peter guy, he follows me. At least he did. He followed me. And I couldn't wrap my head around that. I was like, you hate me, so why do you follow me? That doesn't make any sense. And I asked him that. After I asked him why he hated me so much, he thinks that the God that created the universe is a tyrant. thinking that he's this evil creature. He's not, but I will talk about that later. And I asked him, Peter, I said, "Hey, Peter, why do you follow me if you hate me so much?" And he said something along the lines of, "Oh, well, it's so I can call you out on your BS whenever you put it on your timeline." And I couldn't wrap my head around that. I can't understand why you would follow somebody simply because you disagree with literally everything that they do. Because you want to just call them out constantly. I can't wrap my head around that. Some people, I think, can support something like that. I don't know. I don't know how. But, I'm sorry. I keep looking at the chat. I need to stop looking at the chat and talking at the same time. I'm going to get off track. I couldn't understand why you would want to put yourself in basically like a self-masochist role. Like, you just like people that disagree with you and you want to be outraged every single day of your life because I tweet something about having my heart or like having a heart for Jesus or something because you want to get pissed about that because I love the Lord our God? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you follow me because you hate me? I just can't wrap my head around that. Now, granted, he could say the same thing about me. He could say, well, you tweet about the Democrats and you don't like them. True. You got me there. But the difference is I don't follow any of those people. I don't go out looking for that. That stuff pops up on my timeline because of people that I do follow. People like Ben Shapiro, who's, by the way, is a genius. Facts don't care about your feelings. It's true. But people like Ben Shapiro who quote that stuff and talk about it themselves, or stuff I see in like the Twitter news feed or something like that, you can't escape that kind of stuff. But you can do your best to avoid it by not following those accounts. I don't follow any like major liberal accounts, unless you count Mark Hamill. Because Mark Hamill's a bleeding heart liberal, but I'm a fan of his work, and I disagree with him politically so damn much. But he can have his opinion. Fine by me. I'm still going to follow him because I like his stuff. I like some of the other stuff that he tweets about. Not criticizing Donald Trump, but any other jokey stuff he tweets about. And I think he's a good guy. I just can't wrap my head around somebody following me just because they hate me. Oh, God. I think I'm dying. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? What are you saying in the chat right now? Talking about Obama. Obama's the most overrated president ever. Yep. Keep having problems with people who need to be kept rude and unimportant things kept away. I don't care if people hate me for who I am. I've never cared about that before. It's my whole philosophy on the whole thing is just my Twitter is my Twitter. I'm going to say whatever the F I want. So, you don't like it, you can get off. George Bush put us Americans back in debt. We've always been in debt, Phineas. We've been in debt since we became a country. But yeah, you are right. Obama's tenure as president did not help that. Only good thing that happened during Obama's presidency was bin Laden. You could probably say that. I don't know. I know Obamacare is a big steaming turd. I wasn't really deep into politics back when Obama was a president, so I just know Obamacare was a big steaming turd, and a bunch of his other policies were just horrid. Do have a point. It's your Twitter. You can say what you damn well please. You're right about that. Don't do that on Facebook now. You get suspended. I don't use Facebook, so Facebook can lick my balls. A few weeks ago, Peter said something about supporting that person who talked about illegally downloading a Star Wars movie. Oh yeah, I saw that. That polka dot side plates guy tweeted a picture of that guy with the private Twitter account who was basically saying, I can just download Solo for free. Yeah, that's illegal. You can get arrested for that. Thrown in jail. That's piracy, my guy. That's illegal. Is that supposed to be a Peter Griffin impression? Yeah, it was, man. Freaking sweet. It's not very good, but... Dude, Lego lover, you're a great dude. No matter what happens, you have love and faith in God and Jesus Christ, and that's what really matters in life. Yeah, Henry, that is what matters. That is the best thing any human on this planet can have. It's just the thing that I don't understand about it is how can you say that a God that created all of this, created this species of us out of love, wants a relationship with us, sacrificed his own son for us, an imperfect group of screw-ups. How can you say that that's tyrant level? How can you say that that's evil? He let his own son die on a cross because he wanted a relationship with us. And his son agreed to it. He didn't question it. He went along with it because he loved us too. That is a love this world has never felt before. And it's something that I myself am so grateful for. Because before that, we didn't have any hope as a human species. We were going straight to hell. But now, through Jesus Christ, we have that hope. And we have that choice. That's something else about it too. God gave us the freedom to choose whether or not we want to come back with him. Whether or not we want to believe in Jesus. He gave us that choice. If he was evil, he wouldn't have given us a choice. If he was evil, he wouldn't have created us at all. If he was evil, he would have created us just to kill us for his own pleasure. But he's not. That's not what he did. He did it because he loved us. He sacrificed his own son because he loved us. Yes, there is evil in this world, and it's because of us. That's the thing that people don't understand. They think it's because of God, but it's because they don't want to. But it's because they don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to see themselves as the issue. There's evil in this world because we made a choice to take that apple from the snake, from the serpent, from Satan. We made that choice to eat from that tree. And it's our fault. We cannot save ourselves. The only thing that can save us is faith in Jesus. And it's something that brings me so much comfort in times when I'm like really down. Because like I'm not always happy and upbeat. You know, these streams are like, yeah, I'm so happy and upbeat and all that stuff and all that. But, you know, I'm not always like that. But, you know, that's with anybody. But the thing that always brings me comfort is the fact that I know that I have a God up there in heaven who loves me and is looking out for me. Who wants the best for me, who listens when I talk to him. It's just, how? How can you think someone who's so great and so glorious, who created us out of so much love and compassion, how can you think that that's evil? I don't understand how you can think that's evil. I don't understand how you can reject that. How can you reject that hope? How can you reject the greatest gift you're ever going to receive in your life, the gift of Jesus? How? I don't understand. I don't get it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I just basically gave my testimony right there, but Oh, God. Oh. Now, I will admit, I've not read the entire Bible, like, front to back. I've actually not read most of the Old Testament. I know that through some kind of means, and in some people's opinion, there's some pretty shady stuff that went down in there, but if you just read the text and you listen, I'm sure there's some explanation for it. For whatever God did in the Old Testament, whether you see that as evil or you see it as good, there's always a reason for it. And my advice to anybody who's like, well, you know what? God's evil. You know what? Read it. Read the text. That Peter guy I mentioned earlier, he, around the time of my beach camp trip, actually, a couple months ago when I was in Florida, he sent me a link to a video series about why God is a tyrant. And I said to him, I'm not going to watch that. Because may or may not shake my faith. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect in my faith. And I don't want to take that risk. Plus, why would I watch something that's totally biased and will not offer any kind of positive reinforcement to God? It's basically just shitting on God. He probably doesn't want me to use that language, but it's true. It's just a guy taking a big dump on the name of God. Why would I watch that? That's stupid. And I told Peter on Twitter, read the text. Read the Bible. And listen. There's a ton of people out there who think that God has abandoned us. He has not abandoned us. It's up to us to listen to what he has to say. But it's on you to ask him to speak to you. God has spoken to me through many different ways. He still speaks to me to this day. He doesn't send me a text message or like I don't hear his voice boom from the sky or anything like that. He speaks through other means. He doesn't speak in the conventional sense, and it's up to us to listen for it. It's up to us to know. Well, not to know, but to assume when he's speaking to us. So anyway, that's my spiel on the whole Emily Fan 71 blocking me and Peter going nuts about hating me and then following me and all that stuff. Still doesn't wrap around my head all that much. Anyway, it's 10:52, so I think we're gonna go till 11, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I've got to wake up for work tomorrow. All right. Let's read the chat again here. Guy sounds like another one of those religiphobic atheists. Satan's got a hold of those people, Thomas Fan, and he got a hold of them really good. Don't die on this Lego lover. I'm going to try not to, Gum Robber. I'm going to try to live forever, but it probably won't work. Video Lover 11, what are your thoughts on MCU timeline mess-up continuity? There's not really a lot of timeline mess-ups in the MCU. I mean, I guess you could say Spider-Man Homecoming kind of messed it up, but the Russo brothers came out in an interview talking about how the Spider-Man Homecoming 8 years later thing, that's not right. That's not true. It's not 8 years later. It's like 4 years later. That's even fixed in Avengers Infinity War when Tony Stark says to Doctor Strange, Thanos has been in my head for 6 years and now he's back. He sent an army to New York and now he's back. They fixed it there because it has been 6 years since the Avengers in terms of the MCU timeline. So that's been fixed. So there's not really a lot of continuity problems, I don't think. Become a priest. Like a lover for priest. I'm not that good, man. I could never be a pastor or anything like that. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, Lego lover. Keep being a cool bro. Thanks, Henry. Thanks for watching the stream. He's in bed now, but I don't care. I'm still gonna tell him. This man speaks the truth. Thanks, Donald. That's some deep words right there. Thank you, Phineas. We have been through our own wars, make no mistake. Yes, we have, Donald. There have been some horrible acts committed in the name of God, but that is not because of God. It's because of religious fanatics. What date are you going to do your HMR on Christmas on Sodor? Let's take a look at the schedule. Pixar, yes. Dora, no. I'm going to call you Pixar. Hang on. Gotta get rid of a few notifications that I don't need anymore. There we go. Alright. Christmas on Sodor is airing on December the 3rd. Pixar. So be prepared for that. That's the week after DVD Bingo comes out. Also my finals week, so yay. Weird question. Do you prefer iPhone or Google Pixel or Samsung? Well, I have a Google Pixel myself, Phineas, which is an Android. So I prefer Android. I am not an Apple guy. Do not get me wrong. Apple has been so influential in how any computer is made nowadays. They were 10 steps ahead of the curve back in the 70s and 80s. But now it just feels like they're not really innovating much anymore. They're just on the 10th version of the iPhone. Not much has changed with it. It's like, oh, here's a new battery, and it has a bigger screen, and the headphone jack is still gone. Whoopsie dingle. Also, they're way too restrictive. With a Windows computer or an Android phone, there's so many customization options, and it works with virtually everything, all file types. With an Apple computer, you have to have specifically everything Apple if you want it to work with anything. Like, for example, if I had an iPhone, I couldn't just go onto YouTube, copy the link to a song, paste it into like a MP3 converting app, and download it straight to my phone like I can with my Android. No, I'd have to go to iTunes or Apple Music and get it through there because that's legit, and have to pay for that. I'm not a fan of Apple. Never been a fan of Apple. Watching these liberal atheists belittle God on YouTube sometimes makes me feel stupid, but reading the Bible makes me feel better. That's good, Thomas fan. Not that you feel stupid, but the fact that reading your Bible makes you feel better, that's really good to hear. And it brings me comfort, especially if I'm just like, if I'm just like driving home from like class or something and I'm feeling the urge to pray, I'll just pray right there in the car. Just be like a casual conversation between me and God, you know? And it always makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm being listened to, and that I feel way better after it's done. Can you show us your video games? Not right now, Gum Robber. I did see your question earlier about when the video game collection's coming. I don't know. It is still in the works. I don't know, though. It won't be this year. I can tell you that. Because of peak season and UPS and all that. Peak season, if you don't know what that is, it's UPS's time where they basically kill their employees with as much hours that I'm going to be working over this next month. Yeah. I know. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. But peak season basically is, hey, Christmas time, everyone's ordering things off Amazon. We need you employees to be here at 7 o'clock. We need you to leave at 7 o'clock. And we need you to be back here at 7 o'clock. It's like crazy number of hours. I've already had to work one Sunday this last Sunday. All Sundays are now mandatory. Everyone's got to come in on Sunday now, which sucks if you're a Monday through Friday employee like me. You're now a Sunday through Friday employee. Which, ugh. Anyway, more money though. So, but I'm gonna be working a crazy amount of hours this next week. So I'm glad I already have the videos for December finished. So I don't have to do anything with that. I've been wanting to switch to Google sometime early next year. You should do it, Phineas. The Google Pixel 3, I've heard, is great. I have a 2 myself. Thoughts on Once Upon a Deadpool? I'm super excited for it, man. I watched the trailer, I think yesterday on break. Looks phenomenal. I'm so excited for that. Alright, so it's 10:59. It's almost 11 o'clock. Or it's 11 o'clock right now. My throat hurts. I'm going to go get something to drink and probably go to sleep. So, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching the November stream. It was basically me showing off everything I bought throughout the month of... or throughout the end of October and most of November. There will be a Black Friday showcase video whenever I film that. Because Black Friday is this Friday, so I'm excited for that. I'm going to see if I can get some cheap deals on some movies, as I usually do. Might shoot a vlog for that too. Maybe. I'm not sure though if I'm feeling up to it. I gotta stop talking, man. Anyway, the next live stream in December will be a 2018 reflection live stream, as I usually do every year. So, hope you guys are excited for that. That'll be around New Year's. So, it'll be about a month before I stream again. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed my testimony. I did. If anybody wants to know why I'm a Christian, just link them to this video here about that. So, Gun Robber asked one last question before we go. Thoughts on Lego Movie 2? It looks great. I saw the trailer today when I was going into work. It was great. I hope it's as good, if not better than the first one. So, that's it from me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love all you guys. You guys are amazing. I wouldn't be anywhere without you. So, once again, thank you guys for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.